In this video, I'm going to show you how I sell options to generate income, take that income and put it into dividend-paying funds that generate more income for me, regardless if the market is going down or if it's going up. And today was a red day, so today is a perfect example on how we can make money regardless of which way the market goes. Hey everyone, my name is Isaiah, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment down below what purchases you made or if you're selling options. Because in this video, I'm going to talk about all the things that I've done so far this week. So it's Tuesday, and I like to start by going to my trade history, full transparency as always. Let's start with option income. I always say I believe selling options is the best way to generate income because you're essentially getting paid just to agree to buy or sell a stock for a predetermined price. So getting paid to go shopping. Remember, guys, though, nothing I say should ever be taken as financial advice. I am just someone on YouTube documenting my journey. So let's take a look at all the option income we collected this week. So we have three things. We sold a cash secured put on Peloton for $5.50 and a cash secured put on Teladoc for $4.50. That means I'm agreeing to buy these stocks for that price, and because I'm agreeing to do so, I'm getting paid money. So both of those funds had quite a rundown. Does that worry me? No. I sell puts at lower strike prices. As the stock goes back up in price, I'm able to capture more on the upside and the downside. And then also Snapchat, I roll the position. When you roll a position, you can extend the date further out. So with these cash secured puts, I'm still agreeing to buy them for that predetermined price, but rather than doing it this Friday or next Friday, I can roll it farther out. And that's what I did with Snapchat. When you roll it farther out, you get paid more money. That's on top of the money you've already collected for opening the position. So all in all, that's around $100 and about $26 that we've collected so far from options this week. Easy money. Let's take a look at the dividend income that's hitting the account this week. So we have three payers. You can ignore PDI. That is a monthly paying dividend fund. I am trying to get it where I am able to live off of my monthly paying dividend funds. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's focus on COYY and TSYY. So those are my ultra yielders. They pay every week, and I'm getting around $250 just about from them this week. So on top of the option income we've already collected and our ultra yielders, we're getting already about $375 for the week, and I still have more positions to roll and open as well. But I just wanted to give that example that even though the market's coming down, I'm still getting paid, I'm still generating income, and what I'm doing with the income is perhaps the most important part. And let's talk about that here. I want to give a quick shout out to my Premium Generals. It's the best group on YouTube. It's an exclusive group where I post private content, such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, debit spreads, the strangle method, how I use margin, and so many other educational videos on top of private portfolio updates. Any trade I make, I post it in the Discord so the Premium Generals get to see it first. Like I said, we do have a Discord. It's $10 a month. Come check it out. Join the group. We'd love to have you. The link is in the description below. And you might learn something. You might have a lot of fun. And on top of that, we can all grow together. So come check us out. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. In our account, so part of our goal is to generate income. And as you see, we have all these open options. So we are generating income all the time. But what are we doing with that income? We are reinvesting into monthly paying dividend funds that are going to allow us to be financially free to live out of the brokerage. So one of the monthly paying funds is the CRF Cornerstone Fund. That's one of two. I am making purchases every single day. And you can take a look here in my trade history. Sometimes we're purchasing a lot of shares, 20 at a time. Sometimes we're purchasing 5, sometimes as low as 1. But I'm making consistent purchases that every month I'm going to get a higher return, a higher payout from these funds that help me grow my portfolio. So I'm up to 2,060 shares. I'm doing that same thing with CLM, the other cornerstone fund. I have 1,790 shares. I'm making daily purchases as I try to get these two funds to 3,000 shares apiece. Now, this consistency, sometimes it doesn't feel like it's paying off, and I want to use TDAC as an example here. There are so many days where I'm purchasing 1 share, 3 shares, 2 shares, 1, you see, or even a partial share down there, and it doesn't feel like that's going to add up. But consistency over time makes a huge difference. We're already up to 75 shares. Last month, the first month I added this portfolio to my position, I only had 23 shares at the time of XDiv. So I've tripled my total investment into TDAC in terms of shares. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Did the same thing with T-SPY. I'm up to 202 shares. I had a goal of getting this to 200 shares, but I accidentally purchased more today out of, I didn't even realize I was doing it. Consistency, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Consistency, it just sat in. I wanted to get the 200 shares. I made a mistake. I purchased 2 shares today, so now I have to get this to 300 shares just because I want to keep that even 100. But consistency, we're taking income, we're reinvesting it into our monthly paying dividend funds, helps us dollar cost average when the market's down. So, for example, PDI, we've reached our 1,000 share goal total. I was able to make daily purchases to get this to 1,000 shares. Last month, we're getting our payment of $192 from XDiv of January 14th because we had 873 shares. That means we've picked up 137 shares since XDiv. So this month's XDiv in the middle of February, we are going to get an even higher payout. That 192 we'll probably get closer to 220. So we're going to make $30 more this month on just one of our monthly paying dividend funds. And I honestly think we're going to be able to do that for 5 of our 6 monthly payers. And that equates to about $150 more for the month than I got last month. So putting all that into perspective, it's truly amazing how if you're consistent, you can grow your portfolio, you can increase your assets. I've grown this account on YouTube. When I started filming this account, it was at around $45,000, and that was the beginning of 2025, end of 2024. So in just a year's time, we've increased this account by over $30,000 a year. And that is all due to being consistent, making purchases every day. And like that example there with T-SPY, I didn't even realize I was making that purchase. I just did it out of instinct. And that's what my goal has always been for this account, for any one of my other brokerage accounts, because I do have a few. And any one of them, I'm the same mindset. I need to be consistent because consistency is what allows me to have that financial freedom. It allows me to never stress about bills. It doesn't start that way. It takes time, but time is, I say it's not real. And what I mean by that is you'll blink and you'll be 20, you'll blink again, you'll be 40, you'll blink, your kids are born, you'll blink, they'll be 20. It's just time is just not even real. So be consistent with your purchases, and it truly will be amazing at how fast you can grow your accounts. Like I said, it won't feel like it when you're buying 1 share a day, when you're selling your first cash or secured put, when you're just doing one thing and just doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere, but it will. It will. So again, if you like this content and you did make it this far, you truly are awesome. But if you haven't, help me out, subscribe to the channel. I'd like to get to 5,000 subscribers. But with that, I'll see you in the next one.